78.6 FM Yomaton. Positive vibes of Winsome. Wow. I'm just going to start it off with a wow because I was supposed to only be gone a few weeks, which ended up being a few months. And I wouldn't start it any other way. I wouldn't come back for the relaunch for the new year without my big brother, Mr. Scott Garricky. And he has his wife over there. She did the annual kick him in the face for good luck this morning for us.
That's right.
While he was asleep. And so we're going to have a great show.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Mr. G, man. I had to compose myself. I told him I wanted the show to see the natural and genuine excitement. I haven't seen my big brother in months, man.
Long time.
I tried to text him and give him some heads up about my trip and everything and my time coming back. Mr. G, how have you been, man?
Well, it's been great. It really has. We've had a great time also on our vacations as well. And then when we got back, we hit the ground running, had a few projects going, and we're just keeping on going. So we're pressing forward.
Nice. Now, the weather today was beautiful.
Gorgeous day.
Did you guys get out and get a chance to do anything?
Actually, we didn't. Actually, we were sitting outside. I read my books and stuff like that. I always like to do a lot of educational stuff, but it was so pleasant, just peaceful, calm, relaxing, you know. So that was what we mostly did today. So
today was a perfect day.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Okinawa is beautiful today.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chance to sneak to my spot over at the Zampa Lighthouse in – man, I didn't want to leave. I said, I got a show tonight, man. Let me go.
That's right.
Big brother's going to meet me over there. I got to go.
You know exactly what I was looking at then, you know?
Yes.
That same view is just so peaceful and gorgeous.
I didn't text. We didn't plan this. This is completely unscripted. I wanted to surprise my big brother. Has some great news. And my big sister, since she's here. Great news. Positive Vibes Radio Show, everything that we do moving forward, all the classes we teach, all the lessons on base, the schools, everything is now powered by Thumball.com.
No kidding.
Thumball.com.
Holy mackerel.
So I want to say thank you. And I bought one with me.
That's awesome.
So Thumball.com, great. I spoke to the Pimpleton family while I was on break and wanted to thank them personally. Now there's a ball for every lesson. And so literally from emotional intelligence, self-care, there's now 32 prompts to throw at people and get a good answer from. So we're going to play with it today.
Yes.
We didn't script it. I might get Big Sis in the game too. I might have her throw it at us. But on here, and the way it works, guys, it's the perfect tool for icebreakers, open up conversations. What it does is you throw it at someone, wherever their thumb lands, they got to answer that question. And I loved it for self-care because especially people who were kind of stuck and not really knowing who they were.
That's right.
You ask them those tough questions, and when it takes longer to answer, that's that group you know, ooh, I got them. We got to pull these guys in. Let's go. So me and my big brother going to play this game. We're going to go 3 rounds each.
Okay.
All right, for the first segment.
Sounds good. 3
rounds each. So I'm going to throw Mr. wherever his thumb lands. He's got to answer the question. This is how we're going to do the show today. You ready, Mr. G?
Here we go.
All right, where'd you land?
My claim to fame.
Your claim to fame.
My claim to fame. My goodness.
What is your claim to fame, big brother?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. There was. I could almost say it's my father's claim to fame, but I am the son of a dad who invented Funyuns.
Really?
Mm-hmm. My dad was working after he got out of college. He did his master's thesis on the potato.
Yeah.
So Frito-Lay picked him up in Dallas. That's where I was born.
Okay.
And he was doing research and stuff like that. And one of the things that he did was he invented the Funyuns.
What?
So he has the patent on Funyuns.
Get out of here.
Yeah. How about that?
Every week he comes in here, I find something new.
Yep.
That's incredible. So
That's it. So I'm the son of a guy that does that. Doesn't claim to fame, but there is one thing that I did do in my Air Force career, which is pretty cool.
Got you.
There was one time when all Air Force inventory aircraft,
okay,
I was able to refuel each one of those. So to include the new F-117 stealth bomber, the B-2 bomber, and all that when it was brand new and nobody knew anything about it or anything like that. I had refueled all of the refuelable aircraft, reconnaissance, cargo, fighters that you could refuel at one point.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool.
So his dad invented Funyuns, and he has refueled every refuelable aircraft in the
Air Force inventory at the time.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, man, every week. I guess it's my turn.
It is your turn.
I
I will toss this to you. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm catching the ball, and my thumb lands. I'm here because.
Oh, yes. Tear that up.
Oh, man, I am here on PositiveVibesRadioshow.com. Because I love being in the booth with not just my big brother, but being in here talking about things that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Being able to speak life into people.
That's right.
Because it means so much when there's someone to speak life into us.
Absolutely.
And so to have that opportunity, that's why I am here.
That's right.
That's what's up.
Exactly.
Your turn, big brother.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. What you got?
And the world needs.
Let's go. Ooh, that's a good one.
The world needs.
The world
Wow. Okay.
What does the world need, Mr. G?
Well, I can say a little bit of Sesame Street, but no. The world needs love, brother.
Yes.
The world needs love.
Yes.
And it's just like you say all the time.
Yes.
You know, you are loved, and
There's
there's nothing you can do about it, brother.
That's it.
So definitely the world needs love.
I love that. That's so true, man. And whew, there's so many things we can name right now, today, down to the minute that will require just a big, huge hug.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
You know, me and Mr. G, we're limited on what we can say based on our day jobs, but everybody listening in, you know, the world really, a big hug right now would be great.
Absolutely.
All right, big brother.
It would definitely lift everybody up.
I'm going to see if I still got my hands, y'all,
Here
from
we
football
go.
season. Let me see.
Oh, there it is.
I'm happiest when.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was tough for me
when.
because I was happiest when my minions were around. My kids, my daughter and my son. So I guess it depends on the scenario. They are really my source of why and my happiness. So when I'm able to do this, and if I could have them in the booth right now with us, that would be everything.
Yeah.
They make me happy.
Oh.
So if you guys have seen this little clip, my kiddos, I love you, I miss you, and I'm happiest when I'm with you.
There you go.
All right, Mr. G.
Hey, that's
Round
all
3,
right.
let's go.
Here it goes, round 3. And do me again because
All right.
I said the world needs.
Let's get it.
So, in my next life, I'd like to.
In his next life, he would like to. What would you like to do in your next
Oh my
life?
goodness! In my next life, so many ways you could answer that one. So many ways. In my next life, I'd like to be able to help a lot more people than we have at this point. You know,
Gotcha.
You know, just there's so many people that need all kinds of help, and it's not a lot. You know, it's not like you have to have this great, big, grand thing. It's the little things.
Yeah.
You know, people
Yeah.
just need little things, just a smile, a recognition, respect, or whatever it is
Yeah.
that they need. It's just, you know, to have that in the next life, to be able to go out and do that all the time and be aware of it. You know, that's the real key, is being aware of what you're doing. You're being present in the moment so that you can meet their needs and connect with them, because that's what it's all about.
I love that. I love that. So being able to do something important to help more people.
That's right.
I
That's
love that.
exactly it.
This dude, man. and the little things matter.
The
And that's-
little things are.
I think these opportunities like we have right now to speak positivity, to show someone that you can survive your worst days. Tomorrow you can be better than yesterday. I mean, all those little things that we can say, but when we live by example.
That's right.
That was something I learned on my trip. The example that we set is just as important as the words that we speak.
That's right.
And it's more important because no matter what you say, if your actions don't match, it's null and void.
That's right.
So, Mr. G, yes, I love that.
And another thing that goes on that is
Yes.
so because people are watching you.
Oh, yes.
So when they see that example, don't be afraid to ask for help.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
There's so many people that say, no, I got this.
Yeah.
I can do this. I'm
good.
I'm good. Everything's fine.
I'm
Everything's
good, but
fine.
your back's breaking. I know I got this, but your arm just fell off. I'm good. You dislocated both shoulders. Yes.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So don't be afraid to ask for a little help every now and then, you know?
I love that.
You know?
So when you get your heart into a place where you truly want to take care of people, you're at a point where vulnerability is a must because you're very vulnerable with those that you're trying to help. You want them to see that you are human too.
That's right.
You're not perfect, and the things that you go through, you can survive them. And you're showing, like we mentioned, an example of how to do that. You're an example of strength. You're showing people how to fight.
That's right.
I love it.
Exactly.
Let's go, big brother.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right, let's
right
go.
in the chest.
Bam.
On the numbers.
My children dream. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
So I know Hank, he's Batman right now.
Okay.
With the new Batman out.
Yeah. The Batman, I think.
The Batman with Robert Pattinson. Oh,
yeah.
We talked about that on AFN for like 20 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Shout out to Michael Eckelbecker, AFN host. Had some of the coolest conversations with him this week. Even the short ones are always cool because it's fun being in the booth with him. Not as much fun as me and Mr. G, Mike. Sorry, bro, Ham. But the conversations are cool. So we talked on his show about Batman yesterday. It's out. Every theater right now is playing Batman. My son, Hank, thinks he's Batman. And I love it. I wish I was there to watch it with him. My daughter, we got into playing Civ 6.
Oh, okay.
So Teeny, she likes to play this game called Civilization 6, is where it's a little board game. You start off with like a little piece of land.
Okay.
And then you got to build up on it. And you start creating your country, whoever you choose. That little girl is something else.
No kidding.
She's not an ally for long. She likes to take over. I'm like,
where'd she get that from?
Where'd you get this from? You're supposed to be my teammate. And I'm looking at her, mama, this is all you. This is all you.
Yeah.
She is the cutest thing, but I know she loves Egyptian history. She loves, what else was she looking at while I was home? She's a big history buff. Just scored a 95 or 96 in her history test.
Good for her.
She dreams of history.
Yes.
What she wants to be in the future is probably Egyptian princess that doesn't exist anymore.
Just floating down the Nile.
That's Mr. G.
That's awesome.
This is thumball.com.
That's great.
If you guys are watching in, and of course I'm listening to a clip to the family, thank you so much for trusting me with your product and with your vision. And I promised here in Japan to do it well. And this is just a sample. We have fun with this. Every lesson will be just as much fun. So if you guys are inviting us out to come speak about whatever the topic is on the site, positivevibesradioshow.com, powered by Thumball now, and can't wait to see what we do with 2022. Excited to be back, man.
Oh, yeah.
Golly,
it's good to be
back.
It's good to be back.
One thing I didn't do in 2021 was get my license to swim.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You got to work on that.
The AFN team has 4 or 5 people that are interested in doing the same thing.
Okay.
And what they say was, 4 or 5 people that want to dive. Yes. Get their certification. So I've been talking about diving to get my cert for the last 6, 7 months. Life gets in the way, but no excuses.
That's right.
I got these 2 accountability buddies with me now, and then I got the new team that's, I guess we're going to do it together in the next couple of weeks.
Terrific.
Get started. I guess the virtual class is the first step.
Yep.
I got a contact from you guys so we can get in there. But yeah, it's game time. So by the summertime, I want to be in the suit.
Yes.
When it ain't cold like right now. And I want to be in the suit. And so that's my goal.
Oh, definitely. We will take you out and show you. Oh, my gosh.
Let's go.
You know, and we can even go out in the backyard over here.
See that? We live right by the water.
Right over the water, man. There's some of the best diving around here in Okinawa. It's unbelievable. Just right off the shore.
Nice.
Right off the shore. So
I was looking at the water in Uniwachi. It's just so inviting. But I know I'd be in there panicking my butt off right now. So I'm.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I want to swim in that.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You'll love it.
Tell me something. I guess we talk about it in the next break. Coming back from the break, we're going to talk about a 9-week checkup. So check this out. We're getting into the new year. 9 weeks in.
9 weeks in.
Right? Where are you at with your goals that you had? You heard mine just now, right? I wanted to kind of lead into that. One of mine last year was to get my dive cert this year.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the things and now I'm 2 months behind my goal because I was stuck
I hear you, brother.
in the U.S.
Life happens.
But
okay.
We can't forget, we got accountability budgets. We're going to talk about that too coming back. So coming back, goal setting. Third segment, we're going to talk about, or 9-week checkup, should I say.
9-week checkup.
Third segment, we're talking about change and embracing it, right? The Air Force Wounded Warrior, as we always dedicate the third segment to them. Right now, they're talking about embracing change, which is something important because if you have change that's coming and you're fearful or you're regretting it or you're pushing against it, why? Right? We're going to talk about that briefly. And again, we didn't prepare for this, so we're going to have a candid, just me and Mr. G convo, like we're talking at the office about embracing change. Now, I have just one clip, or I should say link, from the Harvard Review that talks about the top 10 reasons why people don't like change. 78.6 FM, Positive Vibes of Winsome. We'll be back right after this break. .6 FM, Positive Vibes with Winsome. We were talking about goals. You're at that 9 week into the year, right? That 9th week. And we talk about all the goals that we have for ourselves at the beginning of the year. Right, Mr. G?
That's exactly right.
What was one of your goals for the new year?
One of the things that, you get the new year started, and then January 1st comes around and everybody's excited about the new year and they set these resolutions and everything like that. Well, usually about the 9 week point, people are starting to fade off.
Right.
We see that in the gym all the time. For the first month, we see these resolutioners, is what we call them, going to the gym.
They in there.
They're going to go there, going to go lose some weight and everything like that. Nope. No,
I've never seen him before in the gym.
Exactly. And then sure enough, right at the end of January, they're gone. They're not taking up my machine anymore,
Right.
lifting my weights.
Are you still on the elliptical? All right, I'll come back.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it.
So for us though, one of the things you're talking about change and so forth. So for me, I have set my goal to really find out and figure out information and plans for retirement.
Wow.
And
don't say that out loud to me. Don't say that to me.
Yeah, well, that was a surprise.
Oh, touche.
There's
touche.
There is a plan out there that I think it's going to be the time to do it. And it may be in the next year, it may be in the next 2 years, but only...
Go 2 years, so I have more time.
Exactly.
What are we doing right now?
One other person knows about it.
Hey, my vibe just went... zoo.
But I'm just going to gather the information and
I
make
respect
the plan,
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's what it is. My mind is focused on that next chapter in Miss Sarah and I's life. And
I love that. Y'all saw that, right? The safe way. Hey, our next chapter.
That's right.
Yeah. I love it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's really what we're going to be doing.
Y'all heard that, man. Mrs. G. Hey, I'm going to be the one talking on the other shoulder. Don't go. Don't do it. I respect that, man. I won't even talk on. We'll wait until you see what you're going to. We'll have that discussion once the decision is made.
Right.
Oh, my heart, y'all. If y'all can see my heart right now. So for me, I think other than trying to get the dive cert this year, one of my other ones were certifications.
Okay.
And right on track with those. Actually, while I was gone, I picked up the coaching certification.
Yep, the coaching certification.
And I'm trying to work on level 2 from that. And that's just hours on hours. This last 2 weeks, I ain't going to lie, jet lag and getting on the AFN with the internship.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely didn't have as much time as I wanted to. Sure. So next week for me is to jump right back in that game because there's people going throughout the week and talking to each other. And those are hours that are added towards the cert.
Yeah.
So playing catch up. And the funny thing is I'm working on 3 different certs right now.
Oh.
So I got that one going on. I got, of course, the Covey, let me say it right, the Covey course and the National Academy of Sports Medicine that has to be done by the summer.
Oh, okay.
So all those, the key And one of the coolest things I want to talk to you about today was something that they spoke of during our class, which was reverse engineering your goals.
Yes, talk to me about that.
I love it. So we always hear people talking about, hey, man, start at the finish line and work your way back, right? So then we finally gave it a name. Over the last couple of weeks, it's called reverse engineering your goal. So it's starting from your finish line and then building in all the steps that it's going to take to get there. When you do that, you're creating pretty much a path for yourself, right? Say you have, for example, perfect example, I have to have one done by 30 June, one of my certs.
Okay.
Right? Certain amount of hours each week. Say, for example, I needed 50 hours each week. So now I'm going to count how many weeks I have and divide that amount of weeks by the hours that I need, right?
There you go.
That's going to tell me how many hours each week I need to dedicate to get to that goal. I can see it. It's tangible. I know now what my goal is. Now, what that does, if you spell it out and write it out, if I have to shift somewhere.
Okay.
I'm on exercise this week, so
Sure.
now I got to go and add that 3 hours somewhere. You can build it in because you've already created the plan.
Gotcha.
See, what a lot of people don't do is they don't reverse engineer their plan. They see the finish line, they're shooting for it. They might write down some things, but when life gets in the way,
Life happens.
they don't have any way of building in the backup plan or building in a way to remap to get to that finish line, right? So the way we spell it was so amazing to see it. You know, to draw out the chart. This is where I'm starting. This is where my finish line is. This is how much time it's going to take, and this is what I need to do each week. You break that all the way down to each day.
Wow.
And so if you get down to each day, I need to put in this much work to get to this point, to get to my finish line. Life gets in the way, cool. Let me shift that to this day or this week. You still have it in front of you. And that's just, it's so much power in being able to see it and being able to maneuver it whenever you need to. Is maneuver the right word? I guess shift.
Adjust, yeah.
Adjust, yes, whenever you need to. That was one of the coolest things that I learned while I was going.
That's really neat.
Put a name to it.
Yeah.
Everybody always talks about
engineer
doing
that goal.
Reverse engineer it.
Wow.
So breaking it down, that for me, 3 certs, when you hear it and you see that, it seems overwhelming. I got to knock this all out by the summertime, right? What is it right now? 1 August retirement date right now. So I got to have all this done by July. So now you're like, okay, if I have this amount of weeks to get to July, I had to put in this amount of hours to get to that point, right? And then you got to factor in the test.
Oh, yeah, the test.
Let's go. So all those things, how much time you're going to put into study, and at what point are you going to have your cutoff week so that you can focus on studying to take the test. It was amazing to see it that way, and it takes a lot of pressure off of me, for me personally, because now I can actually see the map versus I know the finish line. It's going to be a lot of work. I got to stay consistent, but I don't have a plan.
Right. So basically what you were doing was you were taking all of those little pieces of the puzzle that you need to put together by that certain date, and you just laid them all out.
Laid them all out.
Laid them all out.
Yep.
And then that way you could see it.
Yep.
And then it's not as daunting because you could see the path that you have to take.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if the path shifts, somebody jumps in the way, life gets in the way, punches you in the ribs, at least you still see it and you can adjust the puzzle. I like the way he used puzzle now. You can adjust the pieces.
Just the pieces.
Needed. There it is.
And moving it over and around.
Let's go.
And you could still get to that finish line.
At the end of the day, you're still accomplishing your goal. And the funniest thing is people get distracted and they just get frustrated and they don't want to keep going because something threw them off course.
Right.
But if you can redirect yourself.
That's right.
You can still get back on course. You just may not be the same path you thought you were going to take.
That's right.
But you can still get to your finish line.
There you go.
Yo,
that
Mr.
is
G.
awesome. That is really, really good.
Really coolest thing I learned over the last couple of weeks, man.
That is really
Yes,
great.
sir.
It uses a concept that I tell people a lot. You know how people come in and they have a lot on their minds and they got a lot going on and everything like that. You know, I tell them, I said, okay, what you really need to do is you need to get it out of your brain. So put it down on a piece of paper.
Let's go.
Write it down.
Yes.
And get it out. And then once you say and reflect about it and think about it, now you're going, oh, yeah, this is not as bad as I thought it was going to be or as much as I thought it was.
Exactly.
Because you're getting it out of here.
I only got to give an hour a day to that
That's
or
it.
an hour a week. It changes the game.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
So I couldn't wait to talk to Mr. G, man. It was so many lessons. Another one with that, the reverse engineering and accountability buddies.
Oh, yeah.
There's different ways to do this. So everybody always thinks accountability buddy has to be the Jiminy Cricket guy on your shoulder. Don't forget, you can't eat that fry. No, that's not what accountability buddy is.
Not at all.
Me and Mr. G, say, for example, we have a common goal.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. G, I want to lose 10 pounds. Say
Okay.
you want to lose 5.
Okay.
And we're like, okay, so we come up with a game plan together. If you tell me this is what you want to do to lose 5, I'm going to tell you what I want to do to lose 10. We hold each other accountable for what we said, right?
That's right.
We have an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
You trust this person with your future, what you're trying to do, right? Now, another one which is fun is the competition.
Oh, the competition. Yeah.
Look, Mrs. G, I know you're trying to lose 5. I'm trying to lose 10. Let's say if we lose 2 pounds a month,
Yep.
right? Whoever loses the most pounds in a month, whatever the competition is,
Yes.
it makes it fun. And in the human mind, guys, you guys understand when it's a game and it's a challenge and it's more of a competition. Sometimes people get more angst to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of person are you? Do you need the Jiminy Cricket to remind you? Or are you the guy that needs a challenge to get going, like a game, right?
Yeah.
That's what accountability buddies can do. And that's one of the things that not a lot of people mention. They say it, get yourself an accountability buddy. But you have to have someone, A, that you trust.
You bet.
A, that's actually going to maintain and help you maintain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So not someone who is inconsistent with their own accountability.
There you go. Exactly.
That's going to be a problem.
Exactly.
So if you have someone that you trust that's consistent already and that you know is going to help you stay on path, that's the person you want to talk to. And that is
Absolutely.
the accountability buddy you pick. What type is up to you. I got one now. We got a weight loss. Now, I ate a lot of Chick-fil-A while I was gone. Oh, Mr.
Love
G.
Chick-fil-A.
Big sis. Let me tell you
Love
something.
Chick-fil-A.
Them waffle fries got me, man. So I left out of here. I was good. I was in a Japanese medium. No, I was in a Japanese large.
So you're a Japanese large.
I think I'm in a Japanese XXX right now. I know my waist size has increased significantly. So what I did was I have a friend who's challenging me, right? Okay. She's trying to lose weight as well. So I thought it was awesome. I was like, all right, let's go. I need to get back down to a Japanese large. For me, I'm going from a 36 back to a 34. Jeez.
There you go.
Yo, Chick-fil-A.
Hello.
Chick-fil-A, I'm calling the manager. Hey, there's something in your fries, man.
That's right. Exactly. There's something really good in your fries.
I mentioned that on AFM, big brother. I said, hey, man, I was on a Chick-fil-A diet while I was gone.
It ain't one the good one.
Yes, but that is the biggest thing for me. I learned the accountability piece, how to hold yourself accountable first.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold yourself accountable.
First.
Talk to get to somebody and to somebody you connect with.
Yes.
You know, and it's really going to spur you on.
Yes.
You know, because you don't want that person to be negative. You want them to be driving you forward.
Right.
You be positive. And yes, we can attain this goal.
Right.
You know, so.
Or tell that person, I need you to be tough on me.
Yes. Ask me this question.
Bro, ask me if I ate last night.
There you go.
Be tough with me.
What did I eat? Was that all you ate?
Yeah. Some people get coaches.
Yeah.
Some people get gym, like a gym trainer. Some people, if you're talking about fitness, for school, somebody who's already achieved a degree. Get someone who's doing something that you're trying to do or is trying to achieve the same goal and is consistent with doing it.
Exactly.
Team up, right? You don't have to do it alone. Like me and Mr. G said a little bit ago. Sometimes you redirect your course, but there's no reason why you still can't get to your finish line.
That's exactly right.
It's going to get frustrating if you get thrown off. You got a cheat meal. You eat something you ain't supposed to. Drink something you ain't supposed to. Still talking about fitness. But in life, no matter what your goal is, you reverse engineer from that finish line. Sometimes you got to redirect your path, but you don't have to get off the track. You still get there. I'm really proud of y'all, man. Mr. G, I'm so happy to talk to you about this,
It's
man.
great talking to you.
Couldn't wait to be back in here with him. 78.6 FM Yo Time. When we come back for the third segment, we're talking about challenges. Wait, no, change. Excuse me. Change. Why people have a hard time embracing change. And that's what they're talking about with the Air Force Wounded Warrior Wellness and Resiliency Program, the war team right now, embracing change for the month of March. So we'll be right back. You are loved. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Be back to you right after this little break. 78.6 FM, perfect time. And I was running through some of these top 10 reasons people do not embrace change with Mr. G. Mr. G, the first one that we have, top 10 reasons people, this is from the Harvard Review, guys, Harvard Business Review. Excess uncertainty. Excuse me, let me go back. Let me start with loss of control.
Yes, loss of control.
Gotcha, I'll turn you up real quick. Yes, loss of control. So if you're going through a change, work, life, home, you've always had control of everything that's been going on with the process, the style, the routine, and then all of a sudden something comes in to change everything.
Mm-hmm.
You lose control. Mr. G, why does that get to people?
So people want to be in control. They want to know what's going on. And if they lose control, it's like, hey, I don't know what's going on. This is terrible. It's something different, and they don't like it. It's any people resist change. They always like habits, patterns, routines,
right?
Things that are familiar to them. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit too.
That's right.
But anytime you lose control, you're not in control. It's an uncomfortable situation.
Right. Some people are willing to embrace something that, they're going into new, the way they use the excessive uncertainty. They're fearful of embracing something that's going to change because they're so unsure about how it may actually play out. And, I'd rather do something that I don't like because I know it.
Right.
Versus try something that I'm unfamiliar with.
That's right.
Because I don't know if it's going to work. I've seen this at work. It's crazy. I won't say any jobs specifically, but I've seen this where people are not willing to try something new because they're like, I'm comfortable. I know this routine. I know this process. I know this program. But instead, the new one may actually be better.
It could be.
May shave time off your life.
You don't know.
May allow you to get home early. Right? But because of that excess uncertainty.
That's right.
I'm not so sure I want to deal with this. And then surprise.
Surprise.
People don't like to be surprised.
None at all. They don't have any time to prep, to get ready for it or anything like that, and it just takes them by surprise.
Speaking of the Batman, one of the things we say about Batman, and if any website that you go to that's a Batman fan, lovers or whatever, they're going to say Batman can beat anybody with prep time. I love that, right?
That's awesome.
So it's like, what's the dude that beat up the Avengers? The purple guy?
Oh, yeah.
Batman could beat him if he had prep time. What?
Thanos, yeah.
Thanos, yeah. Batman could beat Thanos if he had prep time.
He could beat Thanos. So, just give him some plans.
Another thing, being able to embrace change, you're going to be surprised by, of course, whatever's new. And people don't like surprises. They don't like to be able to feel this is new to me. It's an uncomfort. You notice the last 3 times we've mentioned this. It's just uncomfortable, right? Getting out of your head and trying something. And this could be anything. This isn't meant to be anything specific. And when we're mentioning the Warriors, we're talking about a change in lifestyle, changing what you've known, right? Who you were yesterday, the abilities you may have had. Now you're waking up the next day. You don't have the same, say, for example, limb. You're waking up and you have to learn how to live life all over again and trying to get out of your own head and realize, okay, I can't be who I was, but I'm going to be something better, right? So that uncertainty, not wanting to be surprised, some of those things aren't going to be pleasant. And some of them are going to be, in a lot of cases, sad or disheartening. But it's finding that strength within you to take and say, I'm going to flip this. All right, this is going to surprise me. This is going to be a lot of uncertainty. Right. And I'm putting it in that context of me and Mr. G because, of course, as you guys, if I didn't mention it, the third segment is also dedicated to the Air Force Wounded Warrior Wellness and Resiliency Team. So we wanted to bring it back so you can understand why they're talking about embracing change. And we spoke of loss of control. Think about that, right? Excess uncertainty about what's going to happen tomorrow. Surprises, right, in your life. And then everything seems different.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on. So you're putting ourselves, empathizing with, say, a warrior and putting yourself in their shoes for a second. My life isn't the way it was before.
Not at all.
My job isn't the way it was before. Imagine someone seeing the world for the first time after a really serious trauma. Something that shattered their whole life or changed their whole world. They have to approach that, and everything is completely different than everything they knew before that day.
That's right. Not familiar.
So how do you get up, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So you have to find that intestinal fortitude to say, woo! And it's hard.
It is hard.
It sounds good on paper, but it's hard, and it's going to take trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a fight, and it's something that you got to find within you to go ahead and fight through to make that happen.
You know, you make a really good point, Winsome, is you know, when people try something and it doesn't work out and they feel terrible or bad or feel like they're a failure and it doesn't happen, wait a minute. You only tried it how many times?
Right.
Once. Wait a minute. Did you ever do anything perfect the first time you ever did something? No.
Right.
You got to get up, got to do it again and again and again and again.
Riding that bike.
Riding that bike.
Let's go.
Get up and try it again. Just because you failed once doesn't mean that it doesn't work.
I heard the story. I don't know if you've seen this video. It's about Muggsy Bogues, the 5'3" basketball player that made it to the NBA.
Oh, Muggsy, yeah.
Little Muggsy Bogues.
That's right.
And he talked about the NBA. Actually talked about playing basketball and his mom not understanding anything about the game. I'll bring this back in a second, I promise. But all his mama told him was, they're going to laugh at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to seem weird when you get out there, but you be you. You go out there and you show them that there's so much in you that your height doesn't matter. There's
awesome.
so much inside of you. Now, this dude, 5'3", imagine the average basketball player, you're looking at 6'5" and up, right?
6'5" and up.
So 5'3", going out there playing with the likes of Michael Jordan,
Yes.
Hakeem Olajuwon,
Yes.
and playing to their level at 5'3". That's that intestinal foot. Now, I'm getting out of high school, elementary school, getting bullied. He got shot as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Growing through that, going through his home, and the first thing he wanted to do when he made it to the NBA as a 5'3" basketball player, found it in himself to go out there and, despite what the fans were laughing or heckling, he bought his mom a house.
Oh, my goodness.
Very first thing he did with his first check. So imagine fighting through. Tomorrow may not be promised the way you want it to be. It may not seem like it's going to be. And that's one of those stories, of course, that ended up well. But he had to fight through a lot to get there.
Sure did.
A lot of naysayers. The NBA draft wasn't looking at him until they went to the camp and saw him actually dribble the ball. And they're like, this kid, there's something in him. He had to find it in him. He said, there's scouts watching me. I can't let my height hold me back.
That's right.
So again, sorry, I told you I was going to bring this back. My loss of face. And we talk about going out there and feeling like when you start something, you mentioned falling off the bike.
That's right.
Someone may not like the way it looks. People laughing at me because I fell off the bike.
Lost face.
Come on, man.
It's something different.
When you get back up and people start seeing how strong you are. I love, you guys know I always go to Creed talking about when he got hit in the ribs, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he had to get back up. Then his arm was dislocated. He had to keep swinging. The whole thing is, when you get back up from falling off the bike, every time you get up, you're getting up stronger.
That's right.
You're not falling the same way. It's not going to be like it was the time before. So you may lose face at first, but then people are going to start seeing how strong you are.
That's right.
Then you're being that example of strength and that example of character. Yes, sir.
And if you take that failure and you learn from it,
Right.
people are going to see that you learned from that failure,
Facts.
and you're going to go forward even stronger.
And you're not going to fall the same
And
way
you're not gonna
twice.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yes.
Y'all see him try to bring that sneaky fire on the mic just now. He said it quietly because we got the mask on.
Yep.
Yes, when you fall and you don't get up you don't fall the same way twice because you learned a lesson.
You learned a lesson.
What's the phrase, Mr. G? You learned a lesson, applied the lesson, and came back stronger than before.
There you go.
I love that.
That
man.
is.
That always gives me hype. Hey, concerns about competence. It's the same thing. Falls in line. I'm not good enough.
I don't have that.
I'm not built for this.
I don't got it in me.
I can't do this. I'm not smart enough.
Not smart enough, not tall enough, not good looking enough.
Oh, I've said all those things at one stage of my life. Football. Not tall. I know about good looking because I had the helmet on. Not tall enough, not fast enough, not smart enough. Then the playing minor league football and being an all-star player of the Texas game is because it was something that I needed to do for me, not for anybody else. I had to silence everybody around me and find it in me to be the best version of me. And loss of competence, all these little things that you think are going to hold you back, when you flip it and you turn that into, I got this.
I got this.
I may not be smart on this, but I'm going to learn it.
I'm going to learn it. I'm going to pick up a book. I'm going to read more about it.
I'm going to spend more time when everybody else go home.
I'm going to talk to people.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I got this. Hey, there's some online stuff on YouTube how to figure it out. Let's go.
Let's learn.
It's twisting it. It's flipping it and finding a way to make it work for you.
That's right.
What's another one, man? Again, reflecting this on the Warriors, man. More work. Hard work.
Hard work, yes.
Let's go.
My goodness.
It's not always going to be easy, but it's always going to be worth it.
Yes, it will.
Hard work.
Yep.
Come on. Mr. G, I came back fired up, man. I don't know what I'm doing. We didn't plan this.
That's right.
We just looked at this right.
You know, there's one thing, who was it that said it? I can't remember. Maybe it was Lou Holtz or somebody, but he said the only place where work comes after success is in the dictionary.
It's because of the way it's spelled.
Exactly.
Nice.
Success is only because of how much work you put into
There
it.
it
And
is.
sometimes it is really hard work.
There it
If
is.
it were easy, everybody'd be doing it.
There it is.
So
Everybody would have it. Everybody be doing it, and it'd be easily accessible.
exactly.
There it is.
So you gotta work at it in order to accomplish the big goal that you have, and you got to keep at it and dedicated and just keep going, drive forward.
I missed you, man.
And if you need help, ask for help.
I missed you, man. My shoulders. Come on, man. I got you. Now I got this. My arm fell off, but I got this. No.
No, ask for help.
The biggest thing with ego.
A light bulb, yes. I know, yeah.
Ego.
Ego, yes.
You got to get your ego out the way.
Definitely have to do that.
A lot of people get in their own
That
head.
is huge.
I've heard that over and I've been coaching now for a few weeks, and one of the biggest stories that always repeats itself is, I need to get out of my head. I need to stop telling myself that I can't. I need to believe in myself. And it's easy for me to say it to someone, believe in yourself, get out of your own head, fight for your why, push yourself. But for someone to actually do it and believe it in themselves.
That's right.
And the one way to do it, and we'll tighten this up with a bun. You're never going to know how strong you are till strong is the only choice you have.
Oh, yeah.
I love that quote.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
a really good one.
You get out there and you fight for it. You try it. You fall off the bike. You get up. You feel the pain. You scrape your knees. You bloody your elbows. But when you got it, you're going to be gliding.
Yes.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
It's going to be a story to be told.
Yes.
You look at the Paralympics, is that what it is?
That's it, the Paralympics.
And you see all of the teammates that are out there who, you think they just, for the first day, threw on a ski, or the first day they got enough. No, they had to fight for that.
And work hard.
Hard. More than the average human.
Yes.
To do more with less.
More with less. Yes.
Mrs. G. Guys, Air Force Wounded Warrior Wellness and Resiliency Team. I can't tell you how excited I am. This is new energy. This is a relaunch for me and Mrs. G. Been gone all year. Oh my gosh. It feels crazy to be
Long
back.
time.
But I will tell you this. The 78.6 FM Yomaton, positive vibes of Winsome, Mrs. G being a big part of the success we had last year and the love we got from everybody listening. These lessons, we just jumped into this one. We haven't prepped. We didn't plan. We jumped into different reasons people don't embrace change for our Wounded Warriors. But the reality is, change is hard. Change isn't always fun. And sometimes change is going to show you who you really are. Because through that change, you're going to change too. You're going to have to change the way you see, learn, and do things sometimes. But at the end of the day, if you work hard for it, it's worth it.
There you go.
And it's going to pay off. Ms. G, any parting shots for the last minute, big brother?
No, I tell you, just keep at it and keep the positive. Your attitude, it sets the whole, the whole scenario is if you're in it to win it, then you are going to get it.
That's it. If you in it to win it, you're going to get it.
You're going to get it.
Mr. G. You see how he dropped that real fire before we got off the mic, y'all? Y'all heard it. Hey, Ms. G, I'm so excited to have you in here with me, man.
Such a pleasure to have you back as well.
Thank you so much. Hey, we're going to do this again. Hopefully this month, I'm going to get Mr. G back in here. Then we'll let Mr. G teach next time. This is just throwing us back on the mic and get a good feel for it. Listen, fight for your why. Be the best version of you. Love yourself, trust yourself, believe in yourself, and fight to be better than yesterday. Switch that up a little bit. Y'all didn't see that coming. You are loved. There's nothing you can do about it.